Welcome back to the channel, everybody. We have some massive news today. Massive news today. This is why you always hold firm to your beliefs. You always hold firm to your position. You don't betray yourself because you never know what's going to happen. When you know sometimes. And I'm not saying there's any guarantees, but articles like this get me fired up. Articles like this tell me, hey, it's right to stick to your guns. Because more times than not, sometimes it'll work out in your favor. This article right here is titled, beautiful title, Ripple Case May End Without an SEC Appeal. I say it again, folks. Ripple Case on this beautiful Friday. We made it to another Friday. Friday, folks. Friday day. I'm over here mixing up the words, messing it up, getting tongue-tied. Beautiful Friday, folks. I hope you had a good week. Hope you have an even better weekend. Ripple case may end without the SEC appeal. Wait a minute, because I know what you're saying. You're saying, where's this coming from? Who said it? I know all the questions you're typing right now. Where'd this come from? What's the source? Who said it? This is being reported everywhere, by the way, but this article here is coming from Bitcoinist.com. But I saw this reported everywhere. Guess where it's coming from? The Securities and Exchange Commission may opt not to appeal the summary judgment ruling from the Honorable Judge Annalisa Torres, partially favoring Ripple Labs, signaling a strategic shift to avoid establishing a potentially unfavorable precedent in the higher courts, because the higher courts would... Wait, let me turn that hand around. The higher courts will lay the smacketh down on those Rudy Poo, candy... You know, I got to keep it friendly here, but you complete the phrase. There's Rudy Poo candy. They will lay the smackdown on them. They know that. Every lawyer has said that in the higher court, Supreme Court, whatever, however verbiage you want to use, they would lose. Oh, yeah, somebody stop me. Yeah, I took that from The Mask. I like that movie. Well, if you haven't seen The Mask, I know some of you are, your age is not up there yet. Check out Jim Carrey's The Mask. Now, that's a good weekend movie. Oh, that's entertaining. Jim Carrey was on one in that one. Yeah. The Mask was a good movie. That's a good recommendation. What's another old school Jim Carrey movie that was really good? We're going to mix it up. The Mask, Ace Ventura. I did forget. I know somebody's typing. You forgot about Ace Ventura. No, I didn't. Chat. Ace Ventura, and then mix it up a little bit. Get a Jim Carrey weekend going because he's legendary. I mean, in his early days, super funny. Throw in The Cable Guy. That's right. Yeah, you thought I forgot. I didn't forget. The Cable Guy. Oh, that's a crazy movie. But let's keep going here. Keep to the subject. Stick to crypto. What's wrong with you people? Come on. Be professional. Yeah, I'm going to put it off on you. I'm putting it on you. Oh, man, what good news this is. So, it says here, signaling strategic shift to avoid establishing a potentially unfavorable precedent in the higher courts. This possibility has come to light as the crypto community awaits the court's remedies phase ruling expected by the end of summer 2024, after which the SEC's window to appeal will open. If they don't appeal, we're running wild. If they don't appeal, we're going nuts. That's just how I feel right now. I mean, hey, you don't have to agree with me. I'm just saying, I feel excited. You don't have to feel excited. I feel energized. You don't have to. Why the SEC may want to avoid, we're getting to where this is coming from. Don't worry. Christina Littman, that's the name. So you can look it up because a lot of people get on me in the comment section. They start typing, what's the name of the person? Where'd they come from? Where'd they work? What school did they go to? What? That's the name. Christina Littman, former head of the SEC's Enforcement Cyber Unit, weighed in on the SEC's potential course of action during a recent conference on digital assets. Now, let me say, like I said, it's not a guarantee, but this is a former head of the SEC's Enforcement Cyber Unit. So it doesn't get more reputable than that. It doesn't get more serious than that. It just doesn't, folks. So, hey, this is what Christina Littman is saying. So I'm just, hey, it's leaning in our favor. I'm just saying. She speculated that given the mixed judicial opinions in similar cases, the SEC might choose to accept the district court's decision. We're going to run wild. Oh, my goodness. I can't wait. Let me calm down. She noted, quote, I'll say on the Ripple appeal point, I'll be curious to see whether the parties appeal there, unquote. Her observation points to the uncertainty the strategic calculations at play behind the scenes, and they have to be very strategic. Nothing's going in their favor right now. Call it bad karma, call it what you will. But sometimes what goes around comes around. The SEC's been very bad, very corrupt, and that energy doesn't always work in your favor. Sooner or later, you kick enough behinds and that foot comes right up back on around and kicks you in the rear end at times. You get what I'm saying? For lack of a better word. I could have put that much more eloquently, but you understand what I'm trying to convey. Further elaborating on the potential judicial conflict that complicates the appeal decision, Lippman remarked, quote, I think there's some speculation that because Judge Rakoff and the Terra opinion explicitly disagree with Judge Torres's logic from the Ripple opinion, and then Coinbase doesn't really address the Ripple opinion as much, but, pretty explicitly adopts the Terra logic, unquote. She continued by highlighting the low chances for an appeal. Quote, I think there's some speculation that the SEC might just let Ripple opinion stay there as a district court opinion and not risk. Very, very risky, SEC. You don't want to gamble with us, do you? No, you don't. We got a couple of lucky rabbits' feet. Which one do you know is a rabbit foot, rabbit feet? I don't know. Somebody flipping out over that right now. Alphanim, you know better than that. Maybe I do. Maybe I don't. Maybe I like to have a little fun. Oh, man. I hope you're all going to have a great night tonight. It's Friday. We made it through. Oh, my goodness. This has been a crazy 2 weeks for me. I don't know about you. I've been working to the bone. How about you? I don't know, but I'm ready to relax this weekend for sure. We got a live stream coming up. Going to chill with the people. Going to talk with the people as well. That's going to be really, really fun once again. Quote, I think there's some speculation that the SEC just might let the Ripple opinion stay there as a district court opinion and not risk, elevating it to a circuit level where they could potentially elicit bad law when they, according to them, on their end, elicit bad law when they have otherwise favorable rulings in the aftermath of the Ripple litigation. So they're risking everything if you want to play with us. You don't want to go there. Quote, unquote. Well, I should have did the unquote before I said my little tidbit, right? Oh, man. So what's at stake? The initial ruling in July 2023 found that Ripple's programmatic sales and secondary market transactions were not classified as security transactions. The company prevailed on 3 of the 4 contested points. Judge Torres only concluded that the sales of XRP to institutional clients did qualify as security transactions. This was seen as a major victory for Ripple. Indeed it was, amidst a long-standing debate over the classification of XRP as a security. The judgment hinged on detailed interpretations of U.S. securities law, particularly how they apply to digital assets, which are not explicitly covered under existing statutes. All right, so we're going to leave it there. That was huge news. Smash the like button for that. I don't know how much bigger it could get. We're getting one big piece of news after another. By the way, shout out to everybody showing me love in the comment section. I appreciate that. Really, really do. Thank you so much for being here. So now let's go here. Just a little wee bit of stablecoin news, because Ripple is involved with that. And we know that their stablecoin is going to complement, according to David Schwartz, complement XRP, bring a lot of business in, which then you're going to be able to sell a lot of XRP-based systems to those companies that come in under the guise of they just want to initially use stable coins. Strategic, isn't it? This article is titled Stable Coins Poised to Claim 10% of Global Economy by 2034, says Circle CEO. Now I'm taking this and superimposing it on the Ripple stablecoin, of course, and it looks like Circle may or may not have some problems with the SEC, based on certain articles that have come out recently that we covered, where the SEC is looking at USDC as a possible security. They also said that about Ripple, but we'll see how much they want to go down that rabbit hole. The rabbit hole goes deeper, I promise. I don't know if they want to test those waters. We shall see. But we'll win again if we need to. We will crush them again. Jeremy Allaire, Chief Executive Officer of USDC Issuer Circle has projected that stablecoins will constitute 10% of the global economy by 2034. This prediction comes as stablecoins, cryptocurrencies designed to maintain a stable value, are increasingly integrated into the global financial system. There's something I want to say so badly. Let me write it down. Let me get my pen. Hold on. Wait a minute. Before I forget, let me write it down. Bear with me one moment. Just listen to these melodies while I write this down. USDC, la-di-da, la-di-da-di-da-di-da-di-da. USDC and wait. Dollar. I'm brainstorming here. This is how it goes when you're researching. I'm doing this on the spot. You get to see USDC, dollar. Boom. Something I'm writing down that I'm not going to say here. I'm saving for the members only video. Make sure you become a member. I'm about to put that members only video out probably today or tomorrow morning. I think it's going to be very, very impactful. La-di-da-di-da, da-da-la-di-da-di-da, da-da-da-di-da. I'm writing some sentences down here I don't want to forget because I know I will. It's like these little pieces to the puzzle. Okay, so there we go. There we go. I had to get that down in the heat of the moment. All right. Somebody's out there like, really, Afmani? Really? Brainstorming in the middle of a video. This is how you get the good work done. This is real life. Anyway, so now this prediction comes as stablecoins. Okay, Allaire's vision is supported by the rapid adoption of stablecoins and various financial transactions, the development of regulatory frameworks, and the growing recognition of digital assets by governments around the world. Stablecoins play an integral role. That we know. Tell me something I don't know. Give me some information. Feed my mind. Circle's Allaire, whose stablecoin USDC is the second largest in the world behind Tether, which also has massive problems. Once again, so far, Ripple does not. We shall see if they want to test us on that front and battle us. I suggest that they don't, but we shall see. Tether, valued with a market cap of $32.7 billion, envisions a future where stablecoins not only facilitate banking for those without traditional bank accounts, but also reduce the cost of sending money abroad. Right. Now, see what I just wrote down? There's something that they're not telling the people. There is a huge catalyst negative for stablecoins. I'm trying not to give it away. I want to talk about it so bad. We'll get to it in the members only video. I'm telling you right now, something big is happening. Banking for those without traditional bank accounts, but also reduce the cost of sending money abroad and enable seamless international trade. Wait, and you know what's interesting here is that certain activities, there's no guarantee they continue in this direction, but if they do, native stablecoins like XRP, Algorand, XLM could become the vehicles of choice. Once again, no guarantees, but it's all leaning that way, logically speaking. Most other major forms or vehicles for moving value are severely limited. The only one that's completely unlimited is gold. That's it. Just gold and silver. But the people are taking to silver a little bit more now, but not as much as gold. So I'm just going to put gold out front. Everything else has limitations in certain areas. Even Bitcoin has certain limitations around the world. Certain areas treated a certain way, you know. Let's go here to this next article. This next article is a Bitcoin article. And it is titled, Standard Chartered is building a spot BTC ETH trading desk. The new London-based desk will start operations soon and be part of the bank's FX trading unit. Scroll down here, past all of these pictures. Why did they put so many pictures in here? Standard Chartered is establishing a spot trading desk for buying and selling Bitcoin and Ether. The new London-based desk will start operations soon and be part of the bank's FX trading unit, Standard Chartered told CoinDesk. The news was first reported by Bloomberg. Citing people familiar with the matter, Standard Chartered would become one of the first global banks to enter spot cryptocurrency trading, though others have been trading crypto derivatives for several years. Quote, "We have been working closely with our regulators to support demand from our institutional clients to trade Bitcoin and Ethereum, in line with our strategy to support clients across the wider digital asset ecosystem, from access and custody to tokenization and interoperability." Unquote. Standard Chartered said in an email statement. The banking giant's involvement in cryptocurrency is now well established. Is that so? As a backer of digital asset custodian Zodia Custody. Who are they? Hey, let me tell you something. Give a call to Medico. Hook up with Ripple. Of course, I'm incentivized. I want everybody to transact with one of the bank coins and whatever custody companies they're affiliated with. Why not? I'm here to make some money. I don't know these folks or anything like that. I'm just saying it just sounds funny, and it is kind of true. I don't know any Zodia Custody. Get with Medico. Why not? And it's exchange arm Zodia Markets. Anyway, so that's the article there. All right, so now there's a lot of things happening with infrastructures and setting up certain, platforms for a lot of these institutional companies here lately. You notice that? There's a lot going on. The big institutions, the mainstream institutions are taking over little by little, while the regular people are just looking at the price, lamenting over the price. They're not noticing what's going on, the buildup that's happening. And when everything goes mainstream, boom, theoretically, there should be an explosion in prices for everything across the board. Who knows how high it'll go? I don't know. It's not financial advice. Not a financial advisor. I have to say that. Just my humble opinion. But theoretically, I think that's sound. So now, this article here is titled Novogratz's Galaxy Digital set to overtake Coinbase as largest Solana validator. Look at this. So it says here, it begins. Galaxy Digital, a global crypto-focused financial services firm founded by Bitcoin bull Michael Novogratz, is set to surpass Coinbase as the largest validator in the Solana network, marking a significant milestone in the competitive world of blockchain validation. As first noted by Helios CEO Mert Mumtaz, Galaxy Digital will become the biggest Solana's validator. Is that a quote? Oh, it says, quote, I don't know why it looks so strange the way that it's typed there. Quote, almost certainly due to the FTX estate sale, unquote, after reports emerged saying that the FTX estate sold between 25 million and 30 million locked up SOL tokens at $64 a piece. Okay. According to data from Solana Beach, Galaxy Digital currently ranks second to Coinbase with 9.7 million Solana tokens staked. Mumtaz forecasts Galaxy Digital to surpass the public crypto exchange by June 22nd, noting Galaxy is poised to make annually $22 million from staking fees alone. Remember I said, look at what they're doing. I said the institutions would go crazy with staking. This is just the beginning. They haven't even gotten deep yet. Can you imagine when a whole host of these large institutions get involved and they're all staking a massive amount of coins because they're going to make probably north of $22 million of staking fees alone? It's going to be crazy. And this is something I'm keeping in mind with any of these high potential, very mainstream, institutionally backed bank coins. Solana comes to mind. Remember, Google is with Flare, so that's serious. Google Cloud. So I keep them in mind with their staking, their delegation. So Solana, Flare. I'm keeping an eye on Quant with their whole gateway thing. If they ever go forward with that, I mean, they did put the idea out there. I'm going to assume it's a possibility for them to have some sort of staking or staking-like offering in the future, since that's what they claimed was going to happen. So I keep them in mind as well. So, we'll get back to that a little bit later. So now it continues on. It says it's unclear how much exactly Galaxy Digital holds in SOL tokens. According to Bloomberg report, Novogratz's Galaxy was also among the first auction buyers of FTX's locked SOL and bought tokens on behalf of investors for a, quote, special purpose fund that secured about $620 million. Forbes suggests Galaxy might have ended up with 9,687,500 Solana tokens, worth around $1.3 billion at current market prices. Pantera Capital, which also participated in the bid, is now demonstrating bullish sentiment towards Solana. I've been saying Solana's bullish for a long time. I told you. Now look at all of them. They're just jumping in. Now they're jumping in. We're bullish now. They were always bullish. They were waiting for the right moment, the right circumstances, and it hit, and boom, they struck while the iron is hot. But anyway, Pantera Capital is now demonstrating bullish sentiment towards Solana, noting its potential to challenge Ethereum's dominance in the blockchain ecosystem. No need to compare. Once again, I say that Ethereum is going to have its place. It has a massive amount of institutional support. Massive. Solana does as well. There's still a huge piece of the world to dominate, to take. And there's room enough for multiple smart contract platforms to dominate. I think Solana will be there. I think Algorand will be there. I think Hedera has its place. All right. There's lots of money to go around. And that's what the big money understands. They know there's no real competition. So it says in a recent newsletter, the Menlo Park headquartered firm highlighted Solana's rise as a significant development, pointing to its substantial growth over the past year and positioning it within a multipolar model of blockchain platforms. New financial system. They all say it in different ways, but think about it. It's the new financial system. The only thing that has global reach, the only thing that has every single advanced and advantageous mechanism that all of the legacy system wants, is the new financial system. I don't think there's any way around it. I just don't logically see any way around that or anything else that could take its place right now. If that changes in the future, then my thoughts will change, but it hasn't as of now. So now we're going to end off here with this article. A lot of things are happening in the world people better pay attention to. This article is titled Brics. It's from Watcher.guru. Brics, another country announces plans to ditch the US dollar, this is interesting actually, because there's a lot of people wanting to move to these areas here. So I guess they better get used to using other currencies for things and not the US dollar over there, right? If you're going to be an expat and such. But I'm not sure how this dynamic works when it comes to that. But that's the first thing that comes to mind. But it begins here. As the BRICS bloc continues to embrace de-dollarization on a global scale, yet another country has announced plans to ditch the US dollar. Vietnam. A lot of people want to move to Vietnam. And I know some people are like, what are you talking about? I look into these things deeply. Listen. Hot places that people want to move to right now. Bali. It used to be Portugal, but Portugal is getting crowded. Cambodia, Vietnam. I'm trying to think of there's somewhere else over there, and it's just on the tip of my brain, and I just can't think of it. Vietnam, Cambodia. My apologies. There's another place over there. I can't think of it. That's a hot spot for people to move to and such, and start. Well, it wasn't traditional for people to start businesses in those particular areas, but now that's changing a lot. And I know people might still say, well, you can't do that over, but now it's happening, right? Go ahead, just check that out. So anyway, so that's the first thing that hits my mind. Anyway, so Vietnam is the latest nation to abandon the greenback for international trade after a recent agreement with the Economic Alliance's 2024 chair, Russia. And that's interesting because a lot of Russian businesses have been popping up in certain areas. I'm not going to say necessarily Vietnam, but in other areas in that region. All right. Massive amount of them, which was not typical, decades ago. From what I know, from my knowledge, all right? Something different, then, my apologies if I misspoke, if my information is incorrect. But that's what I know from my research. Russian, well, I'm not going to get too deep with that because YouTube doesn't like certain words and verbiage, but a certain individual visited Vietnam this week and signed a dozen agreements with the country's government. Really? Among those agreements is an initiative to settle bilateral trade dealings in local currencies. Oh, I see. Here we go with the local currency push. They said that was going to come first, and here it is. So they're honoring their word. All right, we'll see where it goes. We'll see. The visit is one of many that individual has made this week following his recent landmark trip to another place I'm not going to mention here. Like I said, YouTube is really strict, at least with my channel. I don't know how they treat everybody else. You know, YouTube looks into every channel differently, and sometimes they assign people. There's not always just like the computer algorithm, whatever, monitoring your channel. Sometimes they assign people to look into your channel, and if, I don't need the problems if they don't like certain verbiage. You get what I'm saying? It's just the way that it is, unfortunately. So it says for the first time in more than 12 years. Okay. All right. But this is interesting. This is important. I want to keep our eye on this activity here. There's a lot of dollar dumping going on, and I think it's going to affect certain things later. I'm just going to say it like that. And so now that you have that information, what are you going to do with it? I know what I'm going to do with it. So until next time, everybody, let's get to the money.